right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Tonight, the mayor's threat. Tashara Jones says the city of St. Louis is ready to sue Hyundai and Kia after thousands of cars are stolen. Why some say it's not enough. Plus, a new college coach moves to St. Louis. His family robbed of everything they own.
Bedroom furniture, sleep number bed, but most important are memories. They're gone.
How they say it happened.
And our top story tonight, from severe weather to flooding concerns. It's been a busy day across the bi-state area. The improvement on the way for the rest of the week.
Tonight, scattered storms continue to move through the region. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann Allred. Let's get straight over to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell to find out if there are any weather threats happening overnight. Scott.
You know, as far as a threat goes, the severe threat, that's come to an end. The threat for heavy rain, well, there's still some downpours out there for sure, but it's not going to last for an extended period of time, and we don't expect to see any additional flooding concerns heading through the overnight hours. Most of that was west and south of St. Louis. You can see the radar screen. Well, it's come to life, and look at the lightning. We added those lightning bolts in there for you off to the north and east of St. Louis. Quite a bit of cloud to ground lightning still, but it's not as much as it was. The overall trend has been for much of this to tend to diminish somewhat. We still do have some showers and thunderstorms, some now moving into the northern portions of the metro area. We're talking heading up right now towards Glasgow Village and right up towards Spanish Lake. You get into far north St. Louis County along 270 here and going up 367 and then across the river towards Edwardsville. And it's a little noisy. Some of these thunderstorms still producing downpours and maybe some 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts, but nothing severe, nothing that's going to cause any big problems. It's all out ahead of a cold front, which is going to press away from the area. So those scattered storms will continue to weaken. Any severe threat, that is over, and there are more changes on the way for tomorrow. Talk about that in a few minutes, Ann.
Within hours of calling St. Louis home, a married couple's U-Haul truck was stolen right in front of their new South City home. Our Pepper Baker joins us live from St. Louis Metro Police Headquarters with where the investigation stands. Pepper.
And yes, Letitia and Michael Cook filed a police report this morning after their U-Haul truck filled with major appliances, but more importantly, their personal memories was stolen. They were moving from Fort Scott, Kansas to the Tower Grove South neighborhood, and it's just been a bumpy ride.
You pack everything in a truck to move, to start a new life here.
Letitia Cook made her first move to the Tower Grove South neighborhood after living in Kansas for 51 years.
My husband Michael received a job at Harrisdale State University as a head basketball coach, and we've lived in Fort Scott, Kansas, where he was the basketball coach there at Fort Scott Community College.
They made it to St. Louis around 7 o'clock Sunday night with the last of their belongings in a U-Haul parked in front of their new home on Potomac Street.
Had it locked up, thinking that it was going to be safe out here. And we woke up this morning at 6 a.m. to it being gone.
Cook checked her Ring camera around 4 o'clock Monday morning to see if the truck was there. She checked it again at 6 a.m.
My legs got weak and I said, honey, the truck is gone.
They lost major appliances, clothes, furniture, and most importantly, pictures and memories of their loved ones.
I immediately got on and called U-Haul and called the police, first of all. Then I wanted to call the movers and let them know, don't come at 8 o'clock because there's no truck here to unload.
U-Haul sent a statement saying, "We sympathize when any customer is a victim of theft. When our customers are victimized by criminals, U-Haul is likewise victimized and shares in their frustration. We employ a robust investigations unit that works closely with law enforcement in the tracking down of these criminals to ensure their prosecution."
The material things, as far as our appliances, our furniture and stuff, we can replace that. We can't replace those memories.
On the plus side, they paid for U-Haul's truck rental coverage and are working with their insurance companies for the other lost belongings.
We still have our health. We still are together, and we'll be here and keep getting better.
St. Louis police confirmed that they did take the report of the Cooks' stolen U-Haul, but they didn't have any other further information to give at this time. Now, U-Haul also provided safety tips on how to reduce the risk of theft when you're moving. You can find that information on KSDK.com. Live downtown, Pepper Baker, 5 on your side.
Developing tonight, one person is dead after their car was hit by a train in rural St. Charles County. Skylens 5 flew over the crash site on Dwiggins Road off Highway 94 in West Alton this afternoon. Authorities say the car was hit while trying to cross the railroad tracks. The crossing does not have any crossing arms or gates. The victim's identity has not yet been released.
Tonight, there are still many questions surrounding the mysterious death of a St. Louis nurse and Uber driver. 49-year-old Harriet Childers was found dead in East St. Louis over the weekend. Our Robert Townsend is here with what we know about the homicide investigation.
And it's been more than 48 hours and Harriet Childers' death is still a big mystery, and police are still extremely tight-lipped about this case. Family members say Harriet Childers was a loving mom, wife, and a dedicated nurse who lived in South St. Louis. Childers' family wants to know who harmed her and left her dead in East St. Louis.
I was shocked. My heart goes out to the husband and children.
East St. Louis police say around 6:30 Saturday morning they went to the 1800 block of Gady Avenue and found Childers' body in the street. Antonio Maddox and his family live nearby.
This is a quiet neighborhood. Anything after 8:30, 9 o'clock is peaceful.
Today, I went to the East St. Louis Police Department to try to talk to Chief Kendall Perry about the mysterious homicide, but he wasn't around. On Saturday, Perry told 5 on Your Side they received a tip about the woman's body lying in the street. Perry also said detectives were trying to determine if Childers had been killed there or was she dumped in the neighborhood.
It's very unsettling that something like that happened.
Her co-workers say for nearly 20 years, Harriet Childers worked as a nurse at SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital in St. Louis. They also say after she left the hospital, Childers would often work part-time as an Uber driver. A hospital spokesperson called her a valued employee. In a statement, the hospital says, "We are deeply saddened to hear about the loss of a member of the SSM family. Our deepest sympathy and thoughts are with her family and friends at this difficult time."
It's terrible. I mean, for somebody who had the audacity to do something like that to a young lady that's trying to better her life, it's ridiculous to me.
Childers' family shared those photos with us. Understandably, today they didn't want to talk on camera. Tonight, police haven't said anything about how Childers was killed or if they have any suspects in custody. They are asking anyone with information to call the East St. Louis Police Department.
Tonight, a 15-year-old Metro East boy is in a juvenile detention facility accused of shooting a 13-year-old girl. The shooting happened last week on Amelia Drive in Cahokia Heights. According to investigators, the teen shot at a dog, but the bullet hit the girl in the stomach instead. She was treated and released.
21 Hyundais and Kias were stolen in St. Louis every day on average in July. And now the mayor is threatening to sue the automakers because of it.
Our I-team has reported on the skyrocketing thefts for weeks now. Our Christine Byers has the mayor's plan to get involved and business owners who are also trying to help.
Hyundai and Kia have vowed to send steering wheel locks to St. Louis to help curb the out-of-control number of their cars being stolen. Mayor Tashara Jones says that's not enough.
Kia and Hyundai have failed to install the proper mechanisms to make their cars non-stealable, and that is taking a taxing resource on our public safety department right now.
In St. Louis alone, more than 1,800 Kias and Hyundais have been stolen so far this year. That's a 1,000% increase over last year. The last 2 months have been brutal. About 1,200 were stolen in the past 60 days.
Our police officers have to respond to car thefts, and so that's not only responding to it, but investigating it.
The mayor's administration sent a letter to the automakers August 19th, giving them 30 days to fix the problem or face a lawsuit.
What is it going to take for these automakers to avoid a lawsuit by the city of St. Louis?
They need to recall the vehicles and install the immobilizer mechanism in order to make sure that no one can steal the vehicle.
Clubs, free clubs wouldn't be enough. That's what it would take.
Yes, that's what it would take. People don't always use clubs, and I think that that's a stopgap to a measure that should have been installed in the car when they built it.
Thieves have figured out how to steal some makes and models of Hyundais and Kias using USB cords. It's now a nationwide problem as thieves share their methods across social media.
Every car that's been stolen this year that I'm aware of in the neighborhood has been either a Kia or a Hyundai.
Luke Reynolds of the Soulard Business Association is doing what he can to give residents steering wheel locks, the only way police say to stop the thefts.
They're usually driving a car that's either stolen or doesn't have license plates on it.
Reynolds says a lawsuit isn't enough.
I'd like to see, public officials and especially the circuit attorney's office to start taking more action.
Police say a lot of the thieves are juveniles who are not typically detained for property crimes.
Nobody wants to see kids get locked up and put in jail, but there needs to be some accountability.
As for the automakers, both sent statements to the I-team noting their vehicles meet all federal motor vehicle safety standards, they're sending clubs to police departments to give away, and their cars are not defective. Mayor Jones disagrees.
Do you know of any other cities that have taken this type of step?
Actually, I'm doing a poll right now with the mayors that I am on group threads with, asking them if they're affected by this. Several have already said that yes, Kias and Hyundais are the most stolen vehicle in their cities as well.
For the I-team, Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
The automakers have until September 19th to do more. Hyundai Motor America told us today they plan to make security kits available for purchase by October 1st. According to St. Louis police, they have yet to receive any steering wheel locks from Kia. Later this week, the I-team is going to be answering your questions about this on 5+. Text them to us at 314-425-5355.
Chasing 700 is sponsored by CarShield.
The next. Albert lifts it in the air out to deep right. At the wall. Gone! 694.
Albert Pujols now just 6 homers away from reaching 700. He hit career home run number 694 off of Wentzville native Ross Detweiler. He's the 450th pitcher to give up a homer to Albert Pujols. That's a major league record. Sports director Frank Cusimano has much more in sports. Cannabis crime spree. Thieves hit 2 St. Louis dispensaries.
The only difference is the name of the dispensaries and the locations, but the actions are all the same.
Why police think their third stop stopped them in their tracks. An upgrade for students. From laptops to tablets, we're breaking down the best products and best bargains right now.
The stormy pattern's on the way out, and we're already looking ahead towards the Labor Day weekend. Some say it's the last weekend of summer, and Mother Nature won't disappoint.
If you have a tip for the 5 on your side I-team, call us at 314-444-5231 or email 5onyourside@ksdk.com. All calls and correspondence will be kept confidential.
Tonight, police are looking for the thieves who hit 3 more medical marijuana dispensaries. All 3 break-ins happened early this morning, 2 in St. Louis and a 3rd in Festus. Thieves left empty-handed from the Good Day Farms dispensary in the Central West End, but minutes later, they got away with several boxes of merchandise from the Swade dispensary in the Del Mar Loop. Police believe the crimes could be connected. They also expect more dispensaries to be hit.
I guarantee you this is going to continue to happen. When you have drugs and money in a location, or they think there's drugs and money, they're going to keep doing this.
Thieves also tried to hit the Starbud dispensary in Festus. Police credit the owners who went above the state's minimum security requirements by reinforcing its doors for thwarting crime.
Tomorrow, FEMA will open a 5th flooding disaster recovery center in the St. Louis area. It will be located at the Urban League Empowerment Center on West Florissant in Ferguson. Officials from FEMA and the Small Business Administration will be on hand daily from 8 until 7 to help victims of last month's historic flash flooding. For more information on this center and the 4 others, text the word HELP to 314-425-5355. Tonight, the White House announced President Biden will deliver a primetime speech this week. He will deliver the address from Independence Hall in Philadelphia. The president is expected to speak on how America's rights and freedoms are still under attack. The remarks come as it gets closer to the November midterm elections.
Many students are back in school, and they might already be asking for a few upgrades to their supply list. Consumer Reports has compiled a list of top-rated products you can find for a bargain. Whether your child is back in the classroom or in a dorm room, you can find savings on plenty of items they'll need for a successful school year. Consumer Reports tracks the prices of many of its top-tested products all year long, so it knows exactly when they go on deep discount. Here are top products to look out for in this early school year edition of Best Time to Buy.
When shopping for school items, comparing prices can help you save a lot of money up front. Think about dollar stores, office supply stores, and wholesalers, which can be great options as well.
If your student needs processing power that can fit easily in a backpack, look no further than a top-rated tablet. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is now $300 at Best Buy. CR says this Android tablet is ideal for students with a 10.4-inch screen and 128 gigabytes of storage. Next, keep parents, siblings, or dorm mates happy with a new pair of around-the-ear headphones. The Bose Soundlink around-ear headphones 2 are now on sale for $142.49 at Amazon. CR says these lightweight wireless Bluetooth headphones deliver very good sound quality. Next, a successful school year may mean keeping everything organized with a label maker. The Brother P-Touch Cube label maker is now $59.98 at Walmart. And for college kids with early morning classes, save the trip to the cafe with a coffee maker of your own. The Hamilton Beach coffee maker is now on sale for $80 at Amazon. And finally, here's an idea for a low-cost way to upgrade a dorm room or a kid's study area. This smart light bulb from Wise is Amazon Alexa and Google Home compatible, and it's on sale for $15 at Amazon. Smart products and smart savings for smarter students all year long.
Well, join us Sunday night for the Show of Strength Telethon for MDA. I'll be joined by Ann and Scott and Rennie Knott at Grant's Farm. You can watch live from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on 5 on Your Side. We'll also stream it live on KSTK.com and 5 Plus through your Roku or Fire TV. All the money raised goes to people with neuromuscular diseases in the St. Louis area.
And let's get back to Scott. Still some rain, but we did see the sun eventually come out because we had some severe thunderstorms in the area.
You know, we did. We had some stronger thunderstorms. There's still a couple out there right now, but most of them have eluded the metro area, and certainly this evening. What a sunset looking over from Forest Park and looking back towards Clayton and out to the west. Another picture to show you from our Facebook Weather Watchers group down in Phelps County. You had some of those stronger storms in southern Phelps County, but Sue sent us this saying the sky was just awesome this evening. Now, we still have some rain out there, but don't be discouraged. Many areas that are seeing it now haven't seen a whole lot of rain in the last couple of days. That includes here in Madison County and just north of the city and just northeast going up 55, 70. And you look over here as you go from Granite City in towards Pontoon Beach, a little downpour there. It gets a little bit heavier as we slide up towards Bethalto. Yes, there's some thunder in here. You might even have a 15 or 20 mile per hour wind, but these are not severe thunderstorms at all. And the trend is they're moving off towards the east to weaken just a little bit. So many areas here northeast of St. Louis can use that rain in the farm fields. It's okay at this point. It's keeping on moving, and there's not a whole lot behind it. So the trend is for this rain to wind down as we head through the next 3 or 4 hours. And then by tomorrow, the big changes will really settle in, especially when you look at today's high of 94 and the fact that dew points were in the 70s. It felt like it was above 100 degrees. That's not happening tomorrow. We're at 78 right now. Still a little bit on the muggy side with dew points in the lower 60s. They'll drop even more heading into tomorrow night. That's because that cold front is to our north. As it slides through, it will open the door to drier air. But in that process, we've seen the showers and the thunderstorms across the region. South of St. Louis, the biggest threat was the heavier rain earlier. Of course, those storms are gone. To the north of us, we had some damaging winds up in central portions of Illinois. But again, for most of us, we missed out on that opportunity for severe weather, and we're okay with that. The showers that are out there this evening, north and east of St. Louis, you see they just kind of fizzle out in the next 3 or 4 hours. Tomorrow morning, we'll have a partly cloudy sky waking up. But here's the thing. Winds out of the northwest tomorrow. They could even be a little bit on the breezy side heading into the afternoon hours. Have a nice expansive area of high pressure that's going to take control, slide in here as we push our way into tomorrow afternoon. And that means it will be much less humid. Not only tomorrow, but we're looking ahead towards the Labor Day weekend because, you know, who isn't? Kind of the final weekend for summer. Weather's looking good here. Now, the humidity will creep back up a little bit for the upcoming weekend. Temperatures near 90, but the last, I guess a lot of us like to call it the last official weekend of summer. It's going to feel like it. Mother Nature's going to give us temperatures right around 90 degrees for the high. And the rain chances, once these showers that are out there right now scoot out, they're next to none for the next few days.
That Labor Day weekend forecast looks great, Scott. Thank you. Frank is here with sports.
Well, Mike, the Cardinals played Home Run Derby in Cincinnati. We're playing Hit and Run with Gary Pinkel, and you won't believe who sat next to each other at the U.S. Open, my favorite cutaway of all time. The Cardinals entered tonight's game winners of 20 out of their last 26. The Reds entered the night 26 games under 500. Get on your knees and thank the baseball gods. We don't live in Cincinnati. Let's pick up the highlights. Tyler O'Neill ended last night's game with a homer, and this is how he opened up this one. 423 feet, number 11. Cards leading it 1-0 in the second. Then the man of the hour. This one off Ross Detweiler from Holt High School is number 694, and Detweiler becomes the 450th pitcher that Albert has homered off of. Detweiler was in high school when Albert arrived here in St. Louis. Tyler says, I'm not finished. His 4th homer in 4 games. He could be a difference maker for this team. Cards lead it 12-4 in the 7th inning. The Brewers are tied with the Pirates, so the lead could be 7 by the end of the night. Hey, this may be my favorite cutaway of all time. President Clinton and Dr. Ruth Westheimer watching the U.S. Open. Imagine that. Arena advances to round 2 with a straight set victory. After winning their 4th state title in program history last fall, CBC football opened up this year by being a powerhouse school from Georgia. And now in week 2, they head to East St. Louis, the one team in town they've never beaten. The Cadets rely on 4-star running back Jeremiah Love, who says he hopes to tally more than 1,000 rushing yards this season after going 996 last year. He's making his college announcement in the next few weeks and says Mizzou is still in the picture because of the Eli Drinkwitz appeal.
Head coaches can kind of be scary, but he doesn't really give me that scary vibe. And I guess players like myself, I like that a little bit about head coaches, to have that feel about being a normal person instead of like just a leader of a big program.
Mondays, we play hit and run with a sports celebrity. In 4 months, Gary Pinkel enters the College Football Hall of Fame. But tonight, he plays hit and run. Number of times you had to fake at a recruit's home that this was really a good meal when it wasn't.
That happened probably quite a bit. You know what? You enjoyed it, you ate it.
What recruit do you think you worked the hardest on?
Well, there's a bunch of those guys, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, J-Mac switching, you know, I'm going to Oklahoma now, they each traded that. And that was the same thing with Chase Daniel. All of a sudden, you know, the LSU guy, he was going to go back and go to Texas. Texas was going to leave to go to LSU, and that's where Chase always wanted to go. And so what I did was I ended up, Steck called and said he might go to Texas. So I called him up on the phone and I said, hey Chase, Coach Pinkel. I said, hey Coach, how you doing? I hear you got some things going on. He goes, no, you know, you guys want me the most, and I'm gonna go there. And what a phone call that was.
If you were in charge of college football, would you get rid of the NIL?
I think they should do it. I think they can get it under control, but they got to make it fair, because who knows what it's going to turn into.
Not sure if you'll answer this, but one quarterback you had to go 80 yards to win a game.
Oh, all of them did that. All of them did that in their career.
Did you ever hear Brad Smith utter a curse word?
Never.
What would you like to have a mulligan on in your coaching career at Mizzou? Anything you take back?
I would just the championship games. You know, I coached. We had 5 of them. One we were tied, so we had 4 championship games we played in, and I didn't win any of them.
How would you like to be remembered at Mizzou?
That they left better people than when they came in.
December 6th, he's enshrined into the College Football Hall of Fame in Las Vegas.
All right, Frank, thanks very much. That was fun.
We finally have an ETA on when the PSL will return to Starbucks. Well, you might need some more bucks this season. The new Costco in University City is opening this fall. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, the opening date is set for October 25th. The new store is located on Olive, right off I-170.
Well, Saturday might be a good day to go to the movies. Many major theater chains, including AMC, Regal, and Cinemark, are selling tickets for just $3. It's all to celebrate National Cinema Day. Labor Day weekend is typically a slow time for movie theaters.
The wait is over. Starbucks will begin selling its popular pumpkin spice latte tomorrow and expect to pay more thanks to inflation. The price has gone up around 4%. Depending on the location, it's going to cost you between $5.45 and $5.95 for a grande-sized PSL.
It's not even Labor Day yet, and it's PSL time already.
Well, a few weeks ago, I saw pumpkins in stores. I mean, fake decor pumpkins.
Yes.
Gets earlier and earlier.
It sure does. There you have it. 5 on your side at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next.